Please be aware that this video contains flashing images that may trigger seizures in individuals with photosensitive epilepsy. Please take this precaution seriously to protect your health. Additionally, the video includes loud voices that could be distressing for individuals with ADHD, ASD, or noise sensitivity. Adjust the volume accordingly. If you have concerns about how this video may affect you, please consult a healthcare professional before watching. Viewer discretion is advised, and this EAS scenario is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information for the public in assigned areas. This station has interrupted regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. This is SCP in US. We will continue to serve the Northern United States area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Northern United States. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our regular programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is SCP in US and we will continue to serve the Northern United States. It is important that we listen to stations for news to your local area. The emergency alert is as follows. At around 1300 hours, an anomalous effect was observed throughout a region in the United States extending west from the Mississippi River all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, and along a line extending through most hemispheres of the planet. This anomaly concerning the Sun has been noted to be putting any bioorganic life forms that is caught in its gaze in serious danger has been noted to make the living subject undergo the following changes and transformations. The light of the sun has been noted to boil any flesh composition of any bioorganic life forms and turns the living subject into more of a ghoul-like zombie that further attempts to expand their mass. You can identify these creatures by the following characteristics: reduced skin composition, increased gelatization of the entire body, and extreme to intense homicidal aggression to anything in their sight, showing no mercy to the victim whatsoever. These creatures are present in any areas where the sun has risen, and it is believed that this anomaly that is present with this event, as well as the hostile creatures, will affect the United States, and perhaps the rest of the world, within the next 2 hours. At this time, you should move to an underground shelter to prevent exposure to the sunlight. All residents are urged to follow these instructions. Fear the light. Stay away from the light. Stay away from any areas that are exposed to the light of the sun and stay away from the outdoors to prevent exposure from the sunlight. Cut off all personal ties with people that have been exposed to the sunlight, including family, friends, spouses, children and pets. Do not attempt to approach anyone that has been affected by this anomaly. Anyone that have been caught in the sunlight are to be deemed lost and or compromised, and should be treated as a threat to anything in its sight. If one of your family members goes missing, do not attempt to search for them. When you are in your shelter, board up any cracks or forms of entry that allow the sunlight to enter your shelter. Do not in any circumstances let anyone in your shelter, as the zombies have voice manipulation and can attract their prey closer to them. If you have no shelter, you are advised to seek out underground shelter or reservation, as these shelters are for people who have not been exposed to the sunlight. These shelters are safe as they are heavily guarded by the National Guard. The National Guard has reserved the rights to deny access to anyone exposed to the sunlight. Anyone who attempts to breach these areas will be shot and killed on sight. Martial law and a curfew have been put into order by the United States government of this activation of this emergency. All residents are strongly advised to follow these instructions that are under the SCP Foundation's guidelines, as this will increase your chances of survival. The SCP Foundation also will deny access to anyone exposed to the sunlight that attempt to enter their facilities. This is not a test. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information for the public in assigned areas. This is SCP in the US. We will continue to serve the northern United States area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the northern United States. Do not use the telephone. All telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use.